Hey, what's going on, everybody? Without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. We at level 1 for all the traders. We're going to be starting off on proper, and one of the very first guns I think is really nice is the 9A91 assault rifle. A nice little tip: whenever you want to find an attachment or something that goes on a gun, all you have to do is right click, go down to link search, and it'll pull up everything that's compatible with that weapon. And for the 9A91, this is pretty straightforward. We have a couple of options. We can decide to throw on a Cobra mount for this and then put on an MRS sight or another scope that you decide to buy off of Skier. So we can decide to also put on the Romeo if we really wanted to. We can take off this entirely and we could put on a EKP sight. That is a sight that already has the side piece attached to it. Or if you want to go crazy and have a little bit medium to long range action, you can put the Bellomo scope on it. The rounds are pretty cheap. The only disclaimer is that you do need to unlock Jaeger, but he does have to be level 1, so it's all good. And with his ammo being 17 pin, it's going to be able to go straight through level 1 and have a little bit of difficulty, but still be able to pin level 2 helmets. All around, not a bad choice at all, and definitely one of my favorite at the beginning of a wipe. Next up is the Certified Hood Classic, the AKS-74U. This is the 545x39 rifle. A very solid and popular choice at the very beginning of a wipe, but we're able to do multiple things with this. We can take off the handguard and the dust cover to put on a grip and put on a nice sight. So what we're going to do is simply double click on the gun. We're going to remove this dust cover and we're going to replace it with a Pilgrim that we can buy from Skier level 1. And we're going to drag off the wooden handguard, and it's going to make the gun inoperable, but that's fine because we have purchased the B11 handguard from Skier level 1, and we can now drag this onto the gun. And not only are we able to now put a newer sight on the gun, whatever sight we want, we can also decide to throw on a foregrip. Like I said, this is a certified classic, and this is what you're going to see a lot at the very beginning of a wipe. Even the best starter ammo isn't too bad. It's US from proper level 1, and the penetration is 17. A very quick and easy gun to mod up, and one of the best even on into later wipe. Next, we're going to talk about the Keter. Nothing you can do to this gun at the very start, but not a very bad gun at all. With one of the fastest fire rates for early submachine guns, it packs a punch and can kill people extremely fast. The benefit to it is that you have a wide variety of ammo selection, and you have access to ammo that is 65 damage, so not bad at all when it comes to flesh. This gun will absolutely destroy people if you shoot them directly in the legs. Honorable mention, one that I would personally put above the Keter would be the PPSH. There's not much that you can do to it at the very beginning, but you can buy a 71 round drum mag from proper, so it seems like you'll never stop shooting, and it has over 1000 RPM fire rate, which makes it one of the, if not the fastest early game submachine gun. You can also buy the ammo that you need for it from proper, only 11 penetration, but that's okay because the gun goes bird, so I'm pretty sure you're going to hit people. And the last one from proper, we're going to cover the PP19 submachine gun. All around a really nice and inexpensive submachine gun, 700 RPM, which is really nice. So a little bit slower than the Keter and the PPSH, but it makes up for it in its customization. Just like the 9A91 or the AKS-74U, you're able to buy a Vityaz dust cover off of proper level 1 and place it on it, and then from there you're able to buy any kind of sight that you want and put it on. You can also decide to keep the original dust cover on it and just plop one of the sights that already have the mount on it, or put in the PSO if you're going really crazy. Going down to Skier Town, one of the only options that I see worth getting would be the VPO 136. Reason being is because you can shoot this faster than the SKS, and it also uses 7.62x39. Another thing you can do with it is it's slightly customizable. You're able to take the dust cover off and replace it with the one you can get at Skier level 1, and then decide to put the sight of your choice on it. Another honorable mention but doesn't quite make the list would be the ADAR. It shoots 5.56 that you're able to buy from Peacekeeper, but with the pin being extremely low and the ADAR being a single shot weapon, you're better off waiting until you can purchase an M4. At Peacekeeper, you're able to trade for the M4 if you have 3 CPUs and a CPU fan. You're able to customize the M4 by taking the carry handle off and putting on a sight of your choice. So if you want to use 5.56, I would definitely go with the M4 at the beginning. Since we're on the topic of Peacekeeper real quick, I would say avoid the AUG A1 altogether. You're not able to really customize this at the very beginning, and this sight is horrible. You definitely do not want to use this at the start of the wipe or at all. Moving on to the last 2 mentions for Peacekeeper, we've got the MP5 and we've got the Uzi. Both of these are really good choices, with the MP5 having 200 more RPM than the Uzi, but I like the Uzi a lot better for this reason. At the very beginning, you can pretty much do nothing to the MP5. With the Uzi, you're able to buy both of these attachments, which is the scope mount and the lower handguard rail, directly from mechanic level 1, which then allows you to make the Uzi customizable, allowing you to put a sight and a laser or flashlight if you have one. Very solid gun. gun all around. Has a slower fire rate than the other submachine guns, but with the attachments, I would pick this any day. And last but certainly not least, one of my all-around favorites early wipe, an absolute banger, the OP-SKS. This bad boy also shoots 7.62 by 3.9, which is very nice. Early pin of 20, which is really decent. And you're able to buy a 20-round magazine from level 1 Peacekeeper, which is really nice. You're also able to buy the dovetail mount for the PSO scope from Jaeger himself, which is really cool. So now you have short, medium, and long range action. Very solid gun, and it's my go-to gun every time I have to go to woods early game. That's it for this video, guys. Let me know your favorite gun build for early wipe down below, and I will catch you all in the next one. Timson 918 out of here.